Welcome. This is A Vision Media Broadcast once again. Tonight we have a special show. We have the legendary group. And I know when I say the name, everyone's going to be surprised about this. We have the Skinny Boys. We've been trying to get them
Yes, sir.
for years. I say for years.
Yes,
We
sir.
got them here. They're here now on the show. We have Shockin Shawn, Superman, Jive,
Peace.
Jockbox,
Peace.
they're here. Fellas, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man?
All is well, man.
Good,
you know,
man.
how about yourself?
Yeah, we doing good. We doing good, man.
Great, man. I'm great. I feel much better now because we are here together. And,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
like I said, it's been long overdue. Me trying to reach y'all, and y'all here. So we're going to get down to. We're going to talk about hip hop. We're going to talk about. We're going to walk down memory lane, bring it up in the middle, and take it home from there. So we're going to
Gotcha.
do. 80s rap group from I want to say Bridgeport, Connecticut. Is everyone from
Bridgeport, Connecticut. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
Consisting of it's two brothers and one cousin, which is Jacque, right?
Yes.
Yes.
There we go, man. And also your career began in 1981. I want to say, was it 81?
Yes. Me, myself, Superman J, I was into it.
Yeah.
And slowly brought Shaun into the group.
Okay.
Because we was with a whole nother group, a few other groups that we had called Twice as Nice.
Fresh
and then after that, the Twice as Nice. Then once we performed, or rather formed a group called Superior Crush.
Okay.
That's when we picked up Jockbox and Shockin Shawn.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So before them, me and Jock was just, either playing basketball or something like that, or walking around, just, not involved in the hip hop at all. Just listening to the music, like popping tapes, that type of thing.
Before it kicked off, y'all were just listening to music, doing your own thing,
Yeah.
Yes.
And my
Just
next
leaning back.
Okay, just chilling. And that's where I want to piggyback off that. How did the group come together? How did this all happen for the Skinny Boys?
Well, I could definitely say I'm gonna let Jay start it off because me and Jock really started getting into the group, into hip hop by like default. So like my brother was with this crew, and he happened to break up with the crew. And so when he came home and said, "Yeah, man, us and the crew broke. We split up and stuff like that."
Mm-hmm.
And my brother was like, "Don't even worry about it." I was like, "Man, what do you mean they kicked you out? What kind of crap is that, man?" And he said, "Yeah, man, they kicked me out." He said, "But don't worry about it because you're going to be an MC. And
Yes.
Jock is going to do the beatbox."
Right.
And at the time, I was like, man, I'm not no MC, Jay. He said, "No, you're going to be an MC shop. And Jock is going to be the beatbox."
And to take it back just a pinch further before Shaun and Jockbox came into the mode of the Superior Crush, I started out with some legendary ones that basically they're the ones that started hip hop up in Bridgeport, which was their Star Child and T-Bone. And it was a dynamic duo.
Okay.
So you had Star Child and T-Bone. They picked me up because of the fact that, I wanted to get into it.
Yeah.
I started out myself, Superman J, playing the keyboard. Shaun was playing the tenor sax.
Okay.
So we rolled over. Once we heard hip hop in New York City, where our father lived in the Bronx, the South Bronx.
Okay.
So
Right.
You're talking about some kids at 15 and 13 years old hearing hip hop, not knowing what it really was at that time.
Right.
So you're talking about the 70s now. We're hearing this not knowing what it was because it was still the disco era.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now you speed up the time. We find out what this is, and immediately my interest sparked. Shaun and Jock were still, doing their thing, just living life like most kids do.
Right.
And if you speed up to pace right now, nowadays, it's like once we started Superior Crush, I picked up Shaun. And after that, I picked up Jock, who was doing the beatbox, the human beatbox.
That's right.
So I'm gonna let him piggyback off that.
That's right. The legendary
Right.
Jockbox.
And before you go, Jock, I want to say that the one who taught my brother, his name was Grandmaster Bo.
Kimbo. That's
Kimbo.
right. DJ Kimbo, Grandmaster Bo. Rest in peace.
Okay.
Right.
DJ Kimbo, Grandmaster Bo.
Yes. And so Jock, he was doing the beatbox and stuff like that in school. First, he was just like doing it as a hobby.
Yeah.
You know, just playing around with it. And he started making all these sounds and stuff like that. But he could take you into the, to the nucleus of things.
Talented.
The root of things, the core essence of everything.
Let's do it, brother. Jock coming on, the whole Skinny Boys, the legendary crew. Jock, give us your story, man.
Well, like they said, I was just playing around with it,
Yeah.
And they had some shows coming up, and asked me if I was interested in being down with the crew.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yeah, I guess so. You know what I mean? Like, I got a fear of public speaking anyway, so it was like, I don't know about this. But started doing everything, and practicing and stuff like that, and I forgot what was the first show I did.
The Fat Boys, who are now
Disco 3.
at that time were the Disco 3.
They were the Disco 3 then, yes.
Yeah.
It was at the Stratford Roller Park.
Stratford Roller Park,
yes.
Right.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And went up on there, man, and the rest is history. Tore it down, That was the first show I ever did.
Okay.
I was terrified, but you know what I'm saying, got through it. So
But he tore it up.
Right.
He tore it up. The crowd was rocking.
Yeah, because when they seen that type of power come out of a skinny guy like Jock, they was like, what the heck?
Yes.
Like, what is this, But it is all about, like as Jock would say, the breathing momentum and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and
just talented, overall talented.
Right.
I always wanted to know how much of an impact did the Fat Boys have on your music? Like,
to be honest, not for me, Jockbox speaking, like, not a lot, because I remember the first time I seen them, I was doing homework, and it was like a promotion for a company, 10 Pan Apple. And,
yes,
they're giving out records. They got on these gold jackets with these, Buffy had a leather motorcycle hat. I'm like, yo, who's these dudes? And they was doing, human beatbox, Bird stick 'em, so they rocking that. But at the time, I was doing the beatbox already.
okay.
So I didn't even hear them. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They were on Suture Records, I think. They was the Disco 3. But anyway,
Yeah.
I never even heard of them, but I was already doing the beatbox. You know what I mean? But they still were an influence to me, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were our peers, but they was cool. You know what I mean? So we got along with them.
They were down to earth.
Respect them greatly. They're legends in the game, but
Also,
really,
let's shout out Dougie Fresh too.
Dougie Fresh.
Yeah, definitely Doug. Yeah. And also, I gotta give a shout out to him. God bless his soul, man. My man Bismarck.
Bismarck.
I consider Biz one of the great beatboxers.
Biz will come up here to Bridgeport and hang out with us.
Yeah,
so
he used to spend that at the house and everything.
Big Daddy Kane, all these guys, man.
TJ Swan.
Yeah. Fife Dog, God rest Fife Dog, man.
Right.
Rest his soul, man.
Yeah, Malik was my man.
Yeah. And big shout to Chuck Chillout, without a doubt. DJ Chuck Chillout.
The cool chip,
Chuck
but
is
Chuck
the one.
Chillout. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. No doubt about it. That's the Bronx right there. Chuck Chillout, man, definitely broke us in, man.
Yes.
He kicked the door down for us.
Yes.
He kicked the
You know
door
who I
down.
want to give a shout out to also too? It's a few of them, man. Steezo. Okay.
Yes. God rest his soul.
Heavy D.
It's my turn.
Yes.
That's family right there. That's family, without a doubt.
Steezo. Okay.
Yes. Steezo.
Is he still
Heavy
around?
D from Heavy D and the Boys.
No. Steezo passed away a few years ago.
Yeah, he passed away. So.
Yeah, God rest his soul.
And I heard Jock bring up Heavy D. I can remember when we all performed at the Spectrum.
Yes.
My hometown.
Philly.
I remember when Heavy D, we was on the road together, and Heavy D, we went on before Heavy D and the Boys. And when we came off stage and everything, Heavy D said, yo, man, what's it like? I said, yo, man, it's crazy out there, man. Heavy D said, man, can I borrow y'all gold chains?
Actually, he said, can I borrow the Gizzy?
Yeah. He said, I can't go out there like this, man. He had a hockey shirt. I'll never forget it, man. Some Coca-Cola jeans on, a pair of white and yellow Uptowns, and he threw my chain on, Jock's chain on, and my brother's chain on, man. Wow. And he went out there and, man, rocked it, man. I mean, tore it up.
Yes.
Yeah. I was on that show.
Yeah, man. He was and
that
so
was a minute ago.
Yeah, man. And Heavy was so pumped up, man. Mm-hmm. After the show and everything, Heavy was still walking around with our chains and stuff. We was like, yo, Heavy, you gonna give us like the chains? And he just started laughing.
If I'm correct, I think Will and Jazzy performed at that show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Schoolie
Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane.
Yes.
Was Steady B there?
No, they didn't come through. I don't think they came through.
No, it probably was Cool C. No, it wasn't Cool C.
Just Ice was also there.
Okay. Steady B was there.
Steady B was definitely there.
Was KRS-One there? Because I know we had a show with him.
Yes.
And
we played. I know we played Rochester, New York, with KRS-One back then.
Right.
Okay.
And that was a big show right there because there was Salt and Pepper was also on that show.
Yeah.
We played a lot of shows, and all of them to us were always legendary because you don't get those times back. So you got to hold on, cherish them while you have them because you never know who's going to be gone as time goes on.
Right.
Lost a lot of good people. My man Dave.
Yes.
From De La Soul.
Yes.
Right.
Prodigy. I mean, we just lost some Black Rob, DMX. Earl Simmons. We lost a lot of legends, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And big shouts to Steady B.
Ecstasy.
I talk to him on Instagram every now and then.
Yeah. Okay. Oh man, this thing. See, that's what I'm saying. Say 10 minutes left.
We're gonna have to do a part 2 or something, man. We just gotta get it on.
See, StreamYard is my platform. I don't know what he must
with,
man. Dang.
Right.
Because StreamYard, you can just go.
Because I pay the monthly bill every month, so they give me unlimited time.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
It's already giving me the countdown on this darn thing, man. Damn. Y'all, just let me ask. Let me get some just real quick. How do y'all feel about the music today? The new, I call it the new rap today.
I'll say this much. Our parents did not listen to what we were playing, but we listened to what they were playing because that was what hip hop was built off of.
Right.
So for us to more so focus on, some people are like, this ain't hip hop today, this is whatever you want to call it, but it's not hip hop. Today is the young kids hip hop, their style of hip hop.
Right.
Yeah, it can be a bit disrespectful, with the disrespect towards women. Yeah. But at the same time, I think if we tune a lot of that out, it's still hip hop. It's still hip hop.
It's still hip hop. It's still black music, and it's still it's making a ton of money now because now,
it is.
Like I'm with KRS-One. I'm like what Chris said. To be honest, F the Grammys because for 49 years y'all dissed us. Now for the 50th year, you want to, exploit us now.
Grab a hold of us.
Yeah. To try to, know what I'm saying? To gain some type of, how should I say it? Some type of
notoriety
now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you waited all this time to call us 50 years.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And I think the same thing that applied 50 years, 40 years ago, knowledge itself is still relevant, man. Cultivation is still relevant. When you have the knowledge of self, I mean, there's the brothers and sisters out here today, they still need knowledge of self, who the true and living God is. They need to know who the devil is. They need to know this type of knowledge. They need to know what cultivation is, And so, you can't really blame a rapper that's coming in today if he's speaking on what he's speaking on. That's his experience. That's her experience and things of that nature until cultivation comes along. So we still got a lot of work to do out here. Like they got a lot of work to do, because when I hear them, it's like a motivation ticket for me.
Right.
It's a motivation ticket. I mean, you can't get upset, because boom, they got the drive and they're more business savvy than ever right now. So we can still learn a lot from the youth, in the same way as the youth can learn a lot for us, you know. And in the Nation of Islam, you know, there's like a little thing that we say, you know, old for counsel and young for war, you know. And so the old can still give them some information that they can utilize, and they can give us some information that we can utilize. So, you know, it's
I
still,
just want to say this too.
Still in that area, reach one, teach one.
Yeah. I want to say this right here too. Like, I feel so like proud to be from the golden era of hip hop. When you talk about Eric B. Rakim, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, EPMD, you know what I mean? Ultramagnetic MCs,
right.
You know, Cool G Rap and Polo.
Right.
You know, I mean, the list goes on, man. You know what I'm saying? De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, like LL Cool J, Run DMC, Beastie Boy. Like, hey, man, we from that era.
Right. Steady B.
Rob
Dana Dane.
Yeah,
go on for days. And
Chub Rock.
The beauty of it is that we're all still relevant today.
The mighty Chub Rock.
That's what I was telling you earlier. How,
you know,
how it's still going on. 2024, they're still doing gold.
Yes,
right.
It's like taking over. I'm telling you.
Yes,
you know. And I just want to get this in quick. And 1986, Weightless, the album. 1987, Skinny and Proud. 1988. So y'all put out an album every year. I'm
yes.
First 3 years.
Yes, they can't get enough. Was another album.
Yeah, they can't get enough. Yep.
Right.
I felt we were sabotaged because we would have been like a rock band. We would have probably had by now 25 albums out by now. Easy.
Right.
Yes.
What happened? What happened to the Skinny Boys? Why didn't y'all have a longevity going on? Like, what happened with that?
Trust,
red tape, politics,
and family.
Right.
Trust and family that was managing us told us one thing and did another.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
And we're not gonna was mishandled and abused.
Yes.
Okay.
And it sabotaged a great career in hip hop.
Yeah. And we know there's so many others that went through the same thing, but when you trust and they tell you we would never do this or that to you, and they still do it.
The backslap.
Yes.
And I want to say this right here. Like, there's one young rapper that comes to mind in particular. His name is Lil Baby. Yeah. I like this dude. I think he's this guy could have probably rapped in any era because the stuff he's on to different topics. You know what I mean?
He's nice.
And you know what? And I like how he puts out his material. And another thing too, I think he represents hip hop in a great way. You know what I mean? There's a lot of them that don't, but him in particular, I feel like he is the spearhead of this young demographic of hip hop right now, of you know, artists. You know, but as far as the Skinny Boys, I feel that we had tremendous potential, man. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Also, shout to Eminem. Definitely a shout to Eminem because he named us as one of his inspirations.
Right.
And for someone to name you as an inspiration, you know you had some type of effect on it.
That's right. You did.
Right. And I had to, you know what? And that's shame on me for not mentioning Marshall Mathers, one of the greats of all time. Because man, the guy actually, you know, mentioned us in his Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction speech, which was incredible.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
That thing.
He's very, very, very humble, very meek, very sharp. But I mean, he took the time out, man, on his day.
Yes.
But he received that award that day. He didn't have to do that. And he mentioned us, man. You know?
Wow.
And I mean, even people like Shaq.
Yes.
Shaq mentions us, you know? And there was a couple, I met a couple people that was saying that I know Questlove and he
came to Bridgeport looking for us.
Contact with you all.
But Questlove came looking for you, right?
Yes.
And what happened?
And even Nas.
No contact?
It was a connection.
And even Nas got a song called Where Are They Now? Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Then Nasir Jones made a song called Where Are They Now? Skinny Boy. He mentioned a different artist that was popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just seemed like they just vanished off the face of the earth.
Right.
You know, I just want to let fans know that we didn't fall off the face of the earth. You know what I mean? We still here and we still can rock and get it in.
Yes. Was there any albums or songs that you really wish that people would have heard and connected to? Because it's like, yo,
fast.
The last album.
That last album we did, man.
Was really every album we produced and wrote. Right. Let's not get this twisted. You see the name Mark and Rhonda Bush on everything. Yeah, we thank them for getting us the deal, but no one never wrote anything for us. No one never produced anything for us but us.
Right.
Me,
would have been nice
Shaun,
to take the load off of us. Right. It would have been nice to take that load, but we wrote, produced,
We did
and
right.
performed everything.
Right.
So
you know.
that's the third album, They Can't Get Enough. I felt like that was our coming of age. We was coming together.
Yes.
Was that the one with Get Packed?
Yes.
That was my fate. Let me tell you something.
Get Packed, man.
When they used to rock that in Philly,
Yes.
crazy. On the radio, Lady B show, she showed y'all a lot of love, Lady B.
Yeah, Lady B. Yo,
Right.
yo,
Yes.
shout out to Lady B, man.
Shout out.
Because Lady B she drove it home for us, man.
Yes, she did. She broke some records for us.
She drove it home for us.
Listen, we're talking about the first one to have hip hop in rotation. Shout out to Lady B.
Yeah, Lady B.
We're talking about nationwide. Have hip hop in rotation.
Yeah, she did some damage for us, man. And you know, I just want to thank her. Up until this day, I know people may say, "Well, boom, you know, it's never too late." I don't believe it's too late to thank someone.
And we like to shout out all DJs that help to promote not just us, but hip hop in general, because it's the DJs that promote it.
Right,
without a doubt. They're the record breakers.
That's right. They are the record breakers. That's the
I want to say what's up to Chuck Chillout and Red Alert.
Please, Chuck. What's up?
Definitely.
What's up,
Red?
Jack, I got
my man DJ Skill Spins.
I got something for Jacque real quick. Jacque, did you go on during the Comedy Central show Workaholics?
Nope. Somebody told me that on a whim. I didn't even know about that.
Wow. Okay.
Because they, you know, I heard the little. So I heard that.
Jockbox.
Wait a minute. I said, what? My man called me and said, yo, did you hear the joint, man? This is Shaun, Comedy Central, man. Workaholics. Because that show ran for about 7-8 years. It was the opening theme song, you know, for the show.
Yes.
Before it came on. You know, and it was consistent. That was the theme song.
Every time they went to break, that was it.
What song was it?
The Jockbox. Jockbox. Jockbox.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Classic. I'm telling you. You know, you kind of got the Skinny Boys not mixed up, but everybody thought it was going to be some type of rival or battle with the Fat Boys and the Skinny Boys. And it wasn't like that at all, right, back then.
No, but you know what? It was like Fly Ty said, my brother could tell you better. He was saying that they really wanted to bring us together, man, so that we could do tours and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Charles Stetler,
right.
he wanted us just like he had the Fat Boys. He wanted us.
Okay.
And, you know, they had big things, you know, that they had planned, just like Jive had big things planned. But, you know, when
things
you talk too fast as far as management, you know, they don't go as planned. You know, I mean, I look at it this way. Even today, you know, through Instagram and social media in general, me and Cool Rock Ski, we chop it up all the time.
Right.
You know? And he always talks about how much he appreciates us like we appreciate him.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, Cool Rock. That's dope, man.
Yes.
And I got to give a shout out to Houdini because, like, I can remember when everybody was turning their backs on us, man. Like, you know, they looking at us like we a ghost or something like that. But Houdini, you know, they just let us know, man, it's room, it's money, it's room for everybody. Man.
That's right.
And they came to Connecticut and they didn't have one time they didn't have a ride to the show. And they said, Shaun, where you at? Shaun, where you at? I said, I'm in Connecticut, man. He said, but where? Where you at in Connecticut? I'm like, well, I'm in Bridgeport.
They drove
and
up?
they were in New Haven.
Yes.
Okay.
And they needed a ride from Bridgeport to Hartford, and I drove them up there.
What's the distance to that?
It's about like Bridgeport to New Haven is about like 20 minutes. About 20 minutes.
Oh, 20 minutes. Okay.
On the highway, going about 60, 70, that type of thing.
Yes.
But I'm saying it's right next door in a sense. But I remember that, man. And like after that, man, they just seeing that we were so down to earth, man. Anything that they could plug us into, man, they plugged us in. Man.
Right.
Yeah.
They plugged us in, man.
Rest in peace.
That's what it should be. That's what it should be about anyway.
Yes. Right. Plugging each other.
But unfortunately, it's not.
Right.
You know, a lot of times it's not like that.
No.
You know, a lot of cats don't want you to eat.
Right.
For whatever reason.
I want to give a special shout out to the Big Daddy Kane because like there was a couple of times when he was in Connecticut and he needed a haircut because I cut hair. I got my own business.
Oh, okay.
And Big Daddy Kane needed a haircut, man. I just, you know, man, that's my brother, man.
That's
you know?
right.
He needs a haircut. I'm gonna go cut him. And Kane took right good care of me, man. He didn't have to do it, but he just showed me some love, Mason, man. Here you go. You know what I mean?
That was it.
Man, yeah. But Kane, to me, myself, I mean, he's one of the giants, man, that never switched up, man.
No, never.
He's humble. He's like I say, he's humble, man. He eats that humble pie, man.
And we knew him before the Big Daddy Kane.
Right.
We just knew him as Kane.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
So when he used to roll up here with Biz Markie and all of them.
He used to roll up with Biz Markie, TJ Swan.
Yeah.
Like the Juice Crew would come up. You know?
Yes.
I mean, like I said, man, I mean, he's just a blessed soul, man. You know, love you, Kane, you know.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, my dad, I was going up there. My dad was from Killing, something like that.
Oh, Killingsworth.
Killingsworth.
Probably Killingsworth.
My dad, yeah, he lived right there inside the forest or something. He had a house.
Your dad was up there, man, with the wolves and the coyotes.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. He was in the forest, man. So yeah, I used to go up there a lot to go see my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No question, man.
Wow, man. You know, the legendary Skinny Boys, man. It's like just seeing y'all right now. Y'all made an impact back then. I'm telling you, y'all made a big impact in the golden years. It just didn't really it didn't last that long. But I have another question too.
Yes.
Were y'all on two different labels? Because was Jacque on Warlock?
We were on Warlock at one time. Warlock Records. Shout out to Adam Levy.
Right.
Okay.
Shout out to Adam Levy.
And you know, we never really wanted to leave Warlock Records because of the fact that we had the attention there. We don't, you know, nothing against Jive.
Right.
But we had the attention, and before you know it, Mark and Rhonda are telling us, "Oh, we're signing with Jive." There was no, "Would you like to sign?" No, there was
like, "You guys think about this?
Yes.
Are you guys, you know, receptive, to signing with Jive RC?" It was just like, "You're signing with Jive," you know, and that to me, was the beginning of the end.
So it wasn't no say so, like no kind of choices or options.
We found out that it was like
with the punches,
their way of the highway.
Wow.
Rolling with the punches, man. But when we did get to Jive, though, I mean, they had a great roster. They treated us great.
Yes.
You know, and
Jive had things planned for us.
And our label mates were great people. I mean, like I said, man, you had Fresh Prince, Jazzy J, Fresh Prince. You had Schooly D. You had Steady B.
Yes.
Movie Down Productions.
Karis One. You had
Billy Ocean.
Yeah, High
Five.
Quest.
Yeah.
R. Kelly in Public Announcement. You know, it's just, and then you had Houdini on Jive Arista.
Yes.
You know.
Wow.
So
they welcomed y'all in. Like, come on, man.
Oh yeah. We had nice times over there, man. You know, they treated us like civil people. You know,
we always say if Def Jam is 1A, then we're right there with them. Our roster was right there with them. And that's no disrespect to Def Jam because they had an elite roster.
Yeah, they did.
Right. And aside from them, we were right in line to be next.
Man, Def Jam, they probably had one of the toughest rosters in hip hop history.
Yeah, they had Public Enemy, LL.
The Beastie Boys.
Boys, yeah.
I mean, that was, man.
They had Onyx.
You said Public Enemy, right?
Yeah.
Public Enemy was our first interview in New York at Adelphi University.
Oh, yeah?
They interviewed us.
Yes, sir.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Chuck and Flav.
Chuck and Flav, yes. Griff.
Rico.
Yes.
Wow, do y'all think that it should be, I don't want to say a stimulus, maybe I couldn't say a stimulus package for those that came before all these people now. Do y'all think they should at least have a package or something for y'all every month where it's medical, it's money every month, just something, instead of just leaving y'all out there like that? It's like almost like the veterans. Now you have these veterans coming from
like the military veterans,
and some got their legs off, they begging, they got their arm off, they're down there begging downtown. Like, should they have something for hip hop vets in the game?
I think it should be, and I think it should start off from the legendary ones that came way before us, like Kool Herc. You know, let's start off with these guys first, because if it wasn't for these guys coming up with hip hop, none of us may not have careers, you know?
Right. I mean, we grew up with Funky Four.
Yes.
That's right.
You know, we grew up hearing that, man. I grew up hearing that. I mean, that was like my first. I know a lot of people that they was like, well, man, Sugar Hill Gang. You know, I knew that whole thing, Rapper's Delight. But my first
shout to Grandmaster Cass when you mentioned that Sugar Hill Gang.
Right. My first rap that I knew, man, came from Kevin Rockwell.
Yes.
I mean, that dude was like, to me, I was like, damn, did you hear what he said? I mean, Kevin Rockwell was like, well, I'm a Kevin Rockwell when I raise a lot of hell, and I like to make love to the depth female. See, I'm down with the crew from off the hill. Well, you walk through the door, folks on the floor. The first thing you touch is hips galore. I was like, what the heck? Did he say that?
That's right.
And I was like, no, that is crazy. And that was coming from the Funky Four.
Mm-hmm. What was electric to me is to see Dougie Fresh and MC Ricky D live for the first time.
Oh man. Oh, that was crazy.
Yes. And they did the show. And they did the show and Lottie Dottie.
That's right.
That was crazy.
Incredible show.
Incredible show. Dougie Fresh and MC Ricky D, Slick Rick, live. When I first seen them do the show and Lottie Dottie, I could not believe that. Dougie was up there like, and it was, I never in my life, I was like, wow, that was still one of the craziest shows I've ever seen.
Yes.
You're right.
Shout out to our guy, Ready Rock C out of Philly.
Ready Rock.
Yes,
That's Jeff from Fresh Prince. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Ready Rock.
Yes.
And also DJ Tap Money. Me and him chop it up quite often as well.
DJ Tap Money. That's right. That's you talk.
I want to say what's up to Rozelle. Peace, Rozelle.
Yes.
Rozelle had it. Rozelle had
another,
it.
Yeah, and another brother, man, that is down to earth, man. You know, I have the pleasure and honor of cutting his hair as well. I cut Rozelle's hair on a regular, and I also God Body Brand Puba, you know, from Brand Nubian.
Yes,
shout out. He's another legend.
Another down to earth brother, man. Brother plugged us in for a couple of things.
And shout to another good friend, Dana Dane.
Yeah, Puba does what he can do for us, man, and we just appreciate those who try to look out for us, man, and help us in any way that they can possibly help us. You know?
That's right, man. Shout outs. Wow.
Shout out.
Wow. It's just unbelievable how you guys came from the golden years, man. You know, like I said, if that roadblock wouldn't have hit, I think that it would have been on. Like,
oh, man,
no question.
It would have been on, man.
And
you know, and you're right when you say that, because our music, right, and the creativity would have evolved.
That's right.
You understand?
Right.
It would have progressed, not regressed. We'd have gotten better. You know what I mean? So, you know, our lyrical content, everything. You know, music production, everything would have just, you know, it would have morphed into something that.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, we still got some stuff that is just unheard.
Oh yes. Yeah, you have something sitting in a crock pot right now, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got some stuff, man. Yeah. We got some stuff, man. You know, and
I'm gonna tell you right now,
we can go.
If we get a chance, if we get the blessings to be able to release it, it's gonna be real messy.
Well, why come you can't do it independently? I mean,
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it independently. Yes, because we can't count on anyone to come and do for us what we must be doing for ourselves.
Facts. Yeah, and we can't allow nobody. We can't expect nobody to go harder for us. We got to go harder for ourselves.
Yes, that's right. First of all, first and foremost,
right.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind me asking, do y'all have a full album that y'all can drop?
Yeah,
it's close to about a full album right now. I would say it's a full EP.
Okay, it's full EP.
But we have stuff also in the works.
Right.
Okay. And you know, KRS said it better. He said, "Rap is something you do, and hip hop is what you live." Right. Why does hip hop sometimes have a negative image? Why do people paint that as a negative image? You think? Like we're saying the Grammys. All these people, it's like a negative image with hip hop. But then the rock and roll bands do some crazy things.
Yes,
right.
So,
and I just think that that's just attached to our people.
Okay,
I'll say it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
it's Black music. You know what I'm
We
saying?
have a story to tell.
You know,
Yeah,
you know,
and
everyone's
what they
story
call it,
isn't.
you know, jungle music or whatever they used to call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
And
but
everyone's
now,
story isn't the
that
same.
jungle music is the #1 music genre in the entire world.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Mm.
That's right.
They have hip hop. They got these big companies out here now using hip hop jingles. Okay?
Right.
Yes.
That's right.
So
you even hear people say things like, "Oh, wait, you still trying to rap?" I'm like, "Well, wait a minute.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Does the jazz musician stop? Did Sonny Stitt stop?
Did you ask
Did
Mick
Brent-
Jagger to stop?
Did Brentford
No.
Marcellus stop?"
That's right.
I
They
heard
still
Friends.
going.
I heard the instrumental of Friends on a McDonald's commercial the other day.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. I heard it to the hip, huh? The hip into
That's
the
right.
hip.
That's right.
I heard that. I forgot what cologne it was. It's a big time company, like, you know, Gucci, whatever. I forgot.
Yeah.
Paco Rabanne, something like. I said, look at this. Hip hop took over worldwide because it was
Right.
rock and roll.
It did.
That was the #1 genre.
Yes.
Yes.
It's hip hop, and hip hop is here to stay.
We said
And we're
And
not
everyone, every genre wants to be a part of hip hop.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's just sad that they dumb the music down like that. You know, I can't believe this person is 50 or 60 still rapping. I'm like, are you serious?
It's entertainment.
that's because of
That's all.
the youngsters, the millennials out here now. That's why. So it's
Yeah.
like if you standing next to a 23 or 21-year-old person and you're about 60, they said that it just don't look right. But
Right.
look at Frankie Beverly. When he sing, he you know,
Yeah,
but he's still going.
It still goes. Yes.
He's
Frankie
80.
Beverly still, and I know that's R&B. That's what was sold of what he's doing, but he's still pushing.
He's pushing,
Yes.
man.
Yeah,
Right.
Let me
And I
say
would
this,
say this right here.
It's still black
You
music.
know,
that's
right.
right.
We get up on that stage, you know what I'm saying? Because hip hop has a certain look. You know what I mean? I get up there with them new Jordan 5s with some, you know what I'm saying, jeans, whatever, and a polo hoodie with
Yes.
a baseball cap to the back. That's it. Do I look like a 60-year-old now? It don't matter though. You know what I'm saying? Like, because hip hop,
Right.
okay, it applies to everybody that wants to be a part of it, and that is a part of it.
No disrespect to the new school, but the old school, we are the trendsetters still.
That's right.
We set the trends.
Point blank. That's right.
Yeah, man.
That's right. Is there a piece of advice a mentor gave you that you still live by to this day?
Yes, let me go first and say, know the business aspect
Yes.
if you want to get into this field. Know the business aspect first. The contracts, the fine print. You know what I mean? All that stuff like that. What litigation is, and you know what I mean? What is upfront money? Because it's not upfront money. It's not, but you're gonna pay that money back. You're gonna hold that money back.
It's a loan advance. No, it's
That's
a loan.
it. It's just an advancement.
It's advance. Wow.
Right.
Wow. Look, what did you guys, and I always ask this, with your first advance, what was the first thing you all bought with your advance check?
Let me say this much.
Yeah, let Jay say it.
We never seen an advance.
We didn't see it.
Only Mark and Rhonda seeing the advance.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
We were basically given little things to keep us hush hush.
Cars and clothes and stuff like that?
Nah, not cars. Not cars.
Nah, nothing like that.
Only they got the cars. We were still like new editions, still walking.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
So, you know, when people ask about our story, you know, we come from a very tough story, but we're very humble.
Right.
Because we know excuse my expression, we know we've been through some shit.
Yeah.
Fact.
Just like a lot of groups out there have been through some shit. But at the same time,
right,
we didn't let the shit consume us.
Okay.
Right.
We still here.
You know what though? It you know, I tell you right now, I won't lie or anything. It hurt, man. You know?
Yes.
Quite sure.
Because
y'all put us some work.
Once I immersed myself into hip hop, you know what I mean? And started to catch on and you know and started to love it, and then to have it taken right from under you like that, you know.
Right.
It was like a culture shock. It was like I was shell shocked, and it hurt. And then it hurt coming from family that did that to us.
Yes.
Right.
We would have been better off rolling with Charles Stetler. So
right.
Or a total stranger.
At least they would have took care of us better. They would have shared the wealth better.
It's always like that, man.
You know, when you look at that, when you say the advance, you know, I'm gonna say this for all three of us. I think in advance would have been allowing us to have our own money to go out and buy our parents' homes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was always my dream, to buy my mom a home before she left this world.
Right.
And that's some of what they took away from us.
Right. And that's he's saying to buy her own home. I mean, we was the type, we don't believe in no mystery God, stuff like that. Thank God that we was able to give our mothers some flowers before they checked out.
That's right.
And they were able to see their boys, not on no methamphetamine, not on, life in the bottle, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because we was always around the ish, but we just never got trapped in it.
Yes.
And we just thank God that we're still able to breathe. We're 6 feet above dirt, another day for progress. And we just want to keep on moving forward, and we can't stay consumed in that dark cloud that they had us in, because that can consume you as an individual and take you off the planet.
It will.
And real quick, let me say this much.
Definitely, before Jay comes in, I definitely thank the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan for all that he's done for me.
I want to say this much, that you get some people that they always talk about doing something for the culture.
All the time.
And that thing of doing something for the culture means perform for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what I was told is your talent is not free.
No.
You wouldn't go to another established superstar, as they want to call him, or whoever it is, and say, do something for the culture. We were just asked to do something for the culture by someone. And we have to ask that person, would you ask Grandmaster Flash to perform for free?
He's not doing it for free.
He's not.
No.
So
absolutely not.
Don't ask us to do something for the culture, because we are the culture.
That's right.
Exactly, Jay. Well said. You won't ask Big Daddy Kane. You won't ask.
No, I was going to say that they got their people who they'll pay.
Yes.
Right.
They got those who they'll use.
Now, don't get me wrong. You say do something for the culture. If it involves kids and we can sign the check, I don't mind doing that. If it involves one of our hip hop legends and we have to raise some type of money for their health or whatever, then let us see that check so we can sign it over.
Right.
Right.
That's right.
Something that's legit. Let us see it. We, like I said, we're not asking for a whole lot. We're just asking for our just due.
This kind of reminds me of slavery. And the reason why I say that is because they had our ancestors out there picking cotton, doing all this stuff for them, taking care of their babies, nurturing them on pennies. I mean, nothing.
Nothing, man.
And now it's 2024. I think it's a little different with the labels now, because these young boys making some money. I don't know.
They make some wow.
Yes.
But I know back in the golden era, it's like they used the same tactics that they use in slavery and to the music industry. Let's make them work. Let's just make them work, but give them pennies and make them think they're making some money.
Yeah.
It's like, when is it going to stop? And unless you get your own, like, can you get your own record label? Can you do that? Like,
right. I'm hearing about that in Hollywood. I'm hearing about that type of stuff in Hollywood now.
Yeah, me too.
The different wages that, these big wigs are paying people, for legendary movies like Friday. I'm thinking that the actors, they got paid. You know what I'm saying? No, 5 bands a piece, 10 bands a piece.
5 bands, right.
That's it.
Right. Exactly. When the movie made $400 million. So where's the rest of the money at? You know where it's at.
That's right. It's in there. They gave Taraji P. Henson $10,000 for a movie.
I seen that.
She had to give 50 of that off the top to the team, to the whole team. And then Uncle Sam took his cut. She said she was left with like $150,000, man. Off of 10 million.
Off of 10 million. Look at that. An established actress like her.
Wow.
Yeah. It's sad, man. And sometimes, man, it's our people can help too. A lot of our people are in the position to help.
Yes.
but they got this thing. They don't want you. They got this crab in the barrel syndrome, man.
It's the same mentality, man.
They got this
same mentality.
Yeah,
I mean, Willie Lynch is in their veins, man. And like, you know, I'm not gonna call them names. It's people who I have reached out to. Yo, man, can you put us D? Can you? I mean, I know that I know you got some connects, man. Yeah. Help us out, man.
It didn't happen.
I don't want the money out of your pocket. I don't even want the whole pie. Let me just get a piece, man.
That's right.
That's it.
Right.
And they talk, suave and boom boom, this and this.
Oh, you family and all this right here. Yeah,
it's
brother.
sad.
Nah.
It's terribly sad, man.
Do you think it's just with us, the black race? Because it's like, even with, and I'm gonna go as little as this. I have a whole maybe 5,000, 6,000 on one page, right? But I know I know a lot of them. Those people that I know will not hit like, but they watch me and won't unfollow me. But but the people I don't know, they love what I do.
Right.
Those that I know, they like, let me watch them from the corner, but don't hit like.
Mm-hmm.
What is that about? Like, what's wrong with us?
You know why? Because that's going to keep you from getting where you need to get. Okay. So if they can have their hand, you know what I'm saying, and stopping you from getting where you want to get, where you need to be, right? They're gonna be a part of that.
It's that Willie Lynch syndrome, man.
And they can affect that.
They crabs in the barrel.
Yes, it's real, man.
And I don't want anyone watching this interview to ever think that we're bitter about things, because we're happy to be alive.
Yeah, right.
We're happy to be relevant right now. We're just still waiting on our turn once again, like everyone else is having their turn. That's it.
That's right.
And the thing about it, I'm very excited for the young artists today in hip hop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And the young demographic, I say my young boys, you know what I'm saying? The young girls. I'm very excited for them because you know why? They took it to the next level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. We laid the groundwork. We come from the golden era, man. You can't take that from us. But right now,
I want to give
right
a shout
now, they're doing a great job, man, of carrying the torch.
And I want to say peace and love to Queen Latifah as well.
Yes,
most definitely. Love you, Dana.
Queen Latifah.
Big shout out.
Shout out to Queen Latifah. If the ball was in your court, let's just say they gave you the permission to do this. If you can change anything in the music industry, what would it be?
As far as myself, Superman J, the disrespect towards women, first of all, as far as that's concerned, and the disrespect towards one another, but also give us everything that's due to us.
My phone's about to die. I would like to say, Jockbox would like to say, I would change the laws and restrictions you have to owning your masters.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I'm all about now the contract. What's that mean right there? I don't want to be in litigation, or they freezing us, or got our music on the shelf. And, that's what I'm all about right now. Owning our masters so we can control what we want to do with our music. I didn't even know that the Jockbox was a part of the theme song for Workaholics. Once again.
Right.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know our music was in True Romance in these movies. Grumpy Old Man. I didn't know that.
Angel Street. That's right.
Is that because you don't own it? You don't own your music, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I would definitely change the freedom of operation, man.
Yes.
When we're bringing our talent, we're bringing our gifts to the industry, man. Listen, if you do not deserve the whole operation that we're doing, you just want, okay, we're going to give them pennies on a dollar, but we're really going to take the bulk of everything.
Yes.
No, man. Listen. I'm coming to you with my talent, and you should get paid for what you do.
That 60-40 split should be in our favor.
Don't just rob, take it, because there's one thing that good businessmen do. They always take care of their work crew.
That's right.
And as long as their work crew is happy, then they're able to do business right.
Exactly. But as long as the work crew, the staff is producing, that is going to hopefully motivate the CEO, the ownership, to take care of his people.
Right.
His work set.
Let me talk.
But it doesn't work like that all the time. Just like with Dave Chappelle. Okay? Comedy Central tried to get him. Here's 50 million. When he made 500 million. Wait a minute here. Thank
God for Monique and Cat Williams.
Yeah.
Thank God for them because
they opened it up.
They speak up.
Yeah, he's shedding the light.
Yeah.
Right.
And I want to send a rest in peace shout to Jock's mother, Lorraine Santos, mine and Sean's mom and dad, James Harrison, Margot Harrison, our grandmother, Lucille Lloyd.
Right.
Because those are the cornerstones of
Uncle
us.
Ernie.
You know, everything that we do. My Uncle Ernie was a gospel singer. That was motivation right there within itself.
Yeah.
And my dad's father was a gospel singer as well. He used to sing for President Eisenhower.
Wow.
You know? And my dad and them also grew up with James Brown.
Also, I think it's our great grandmother used to play at Carnegie Hall.
Right.
So
Cornelia Hall.
We have a history. My father grew up with James Brown.
It's in our DNA, Jay. It's in our DNA, Shockin' Jay.
Yes.
Right.
So my father grew up with James Brown in Augusta, Georgia. James Brown used to help take care of my father's family.
Right. Were it not for James Brown, my dad said he don't know what the family did.
Wow, that's dope, man.
That's the Harrison family in Augusta, Georgia.
Yes.
And a big shout to James Brown because his music shaped the early days and the golden years of hip hop.
Yes.
The funky drummer. Man.
Wow.
Pay the cost to be the boss.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I want to say this too, man. I can remember when we first went out to Ohio. Big Daddy Gerald Levert, man.
Yes.
Silver B took us to Gerald Levert's house. And at the time,
we were Gerald Levert's favorite group.
Yeah, Eddie Levert. Actually, Eddie Levert's house, actually. Yes. But Gerald Levert, we were their favorite rapper.
God rest his soul.
What a beautiful house. What a big beautiful
house. Eddie Levert let us perform in his house for his son. Yes.
And not far down the street lived Don King. Also, Mike Tyson had a house down there on that block.
Right. And so I just want to thank Eddie Levert for the hospitality, you know, that he showed us when Silver B brought us to his house to meet his sons and everything, man. That was really beautiful, you know?
Wow. Fellas, look, they only give me a minute. This is the legendary, and I'm glad that Jock phoned it and Hank didn't click off on him. This is the legendary Skinny Boys from the era. They came on A-Vision Media Broadcast and they blessed the show. I thank y'all for that.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you. Thank you. And you can follow us at The Legendary Skinny Boys on Instagram. The Legendary Skinny Boys on Instagram, all together.
Wow, that's dope. And just one more thing. Can you name a record? Can you name a record that you believe changed the course of hip hop?
The Message.
The Message.
I got one.
Go ahead.
Rock Box by Run DMC.
Yes.
Okay.
Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction.
Just think about that too. KRS-One was brilliant for that.
Let me just add this one in.
Right.
For me, my first album
it was a Jockbox, Jay?
No, the first album I ever owned was Marvin Gaye, What's Going On?
What's Going On? That
album today still stands the test of time because everything is still going on.
Still going on.
That album, I'm going to consider that album hip hop because that's what hip hop is. It's a struggle.
That's right. Fellas, I want to thank y'all so much for that, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Salute, fellas, the legendary Skinny Boys.